Hello, once again from the T.B. Ferguson Museum. This is Roy with another Throwback Thursday where I go back 100 years ago in time to 1925 and I read from the Watauga Republican. And we're going to see what is happening in and around Watauga and Blaine County in 1925. So I'm going to start out. I got a big front page article for you. Lots of drama there. But let's start off with the Liberty Theater programming. Is the Monday and Tuesday. Again, we have the same movie from last week, The Fighting Blade, with Richard Bartholomew. I didn't do any research on that. So I can't tell you anything about it. And then there's going to be a comedy as well. Wednesday and Thursday, the movie Triumph, and the Pathé comedy Noah's Outing. I don't think that was from last week. Could be wrong. And then Friday and Saturday, Riders of the Law. I got a feeling that was a Western right there. Anyhow, it is interesting to go take a look at some of these old movies. A lot of them are available for free online, and some of these characters. Okay, the consumer goods. Well, anyhow, let's go to the front page. It's just one over. The big news. Here in Watauga, 100 years ago today, is a big fire. We're always hearing about these big fires in town and everything like that. One of the big fires actually got the original wooden building of the Watauga Republican newspaper. I thought it was this one, but in 1925, but I'm wrong. So I'm going to try to get into some of the details and some of the names. Let's see, and of course, as always, it's hard to read because why would we do anything easy? So one of the worst fires Watauga has known for many years was that on last Thursday night on East Main Street, when 3 buildings were totally lost. The origin of the fire is unknown. The top of the garage building was so here's one of the things about reading this paper from back then is like that sentence right there. The top of the garage building was in a blaze when discovered. We don't know, 100 years later, we don't know which building that is. But back then, they knew exactly which building that was. The buildings were all frame, old, and burned like paper. The buildings themselves were valued at about $1,000 each. But the contents were more valuable. Oh man, that's a really crookedy area right there. More valuable. At the garage building, the equipment and cars were a heavy loss. The building belonged to Alex Schiffer and Newt Leach, who carried about $500 in insurance. The equipment belonged to Schiffer and Leach, with Ole Bixler manager. I'm reading this. I usually paraphrase it, but this reads so well, and some of you folks may recognize these names. The building next to it belonged to Mrs. Everhart. Everhart. It was not insured. Sorry. It was used as storage. Leach had a lot of baled hay and a number of autos autos and trucks were stored there. Baled hay. Fire source? Were stored there. Some of the cars belonged to Will Hobright, who had gotten them in on notes and trades, so he owed money on those vehicles. My suspicious mind here. The most serious of all, man, that's hard. The most serious of all of the losses was that of the livery and feed stable belonging to Mr. Glass, who is getting up in years and depended on it as his home or his income for living expenses. Glass lost 5 horses, oh man, and 2 cows, and a lot of feed in the fire. We understand that he carried no insurance. Henry Masterson lost his Big Jack in the barn also. So there were some animals that were lost. And I believe that, Mr. Glass, I think he was here he came at the same time as the Fergusons did in 1892. I could be wrong in that. There was a strong wind blowing, and it had been for many. It had been from any. If it had been from any other direction, it would have caused far greater destruction. Davidson and Case Lumberyard is on the north side of the burned buildings. The Champaign, I think this is that brand new filling station that I just read about, and the Exide Battery Company on the west side of the same block. The Republican newspaper office across the street west of the Champlain station, and many other buildings would have been destroyed had the wind been from the east. It proves one thing clearly, that Watauga might have a fire truck and better firefighting facilities if in the future the citizens are to have fire protection. So just be considering that Elva there is saying that the fire services are not up to standards, and that the fire could have been worse. I'm presuming that this is because she says it's the one of the worst fires in a long time. So I hopefully we'll see how many at some point, see how many fires there has been in the past. I know one, like I said, one got their original offices. So I think that's really fascinating. The geography in that area is really interesting, and there was a lot packed into that story, and I read it all to you. Anyhow, this is Roy from the TV Ferguson Museum. If you like what we do and you want to support us, there's many ways. Take a look at the Facebook page there, and you can. There's avenues of financial support. We have a PayPal. There's the address where you can send checks or whatever it is. But one of the ways that you can support us, and it's free and simple, is to click that follow button and start following our page. If you're already following our page, go ahead and click like on any of our content. leave a comment and share one of our posts. All that helps in the internet world, and it pushes our page out to further and further locations and to further and further eyeballs and in this case, ears. Anyhow, this is Roy. Until next week, where I bring you another Throwback Thursday. Be kind to each other and do something nice.